Hello everybody, welcome back to Sunday Berries. Today I am really excited because I am putting together a little present for my sister, and this is a little care package that I'm going to be sending tomorrow. I wanted to show you what I'm putting together for her because I thought that it would be something interesting for anybody who is starting out with a new artistic endeavor. And I think that what I'm putting together is going to be more than enough for her to get started. So let's take a look at what I'm putting together, and in the comments below, let me know what you think of my choices. Let's start with watercolors. She told me specifically not to send her anything that was artist level, that she wanted to feel quite at ease with the usage of the colors. So I decided to send her my Mei Liang 36 watercolor set. And the reason why I decided to select this one over others is because it does have 36 colors. It will take her mind off having to mix colors or going through all that process that might get her a little bit tense over the watercolors, and I really do not want that. So with 36 watercolors here, she's going to have plenty of colors to play with without any fear of being wasting good quality colors. These are what I call hobby colors, and this is exactly what's going to be used for. And I think that these colors are quite beautiful. They are very intense. They have a lot of pigment. I don't know about how the light fastness is really working with this, but for the use that my sister is going to give, this is the perfect set. I am also sending her a brush, a really tiny brush that can be used as a liner, and this is an Artify round sub number 0. I am sending her other brushes, but I didn't have a cap for this one, so I am sending it in this back right here so that tip is protected. But other than that, about Mei Liang, this is a very affordable set that can be gifted to other people that you might know that are going through a difficult phase in their lives, and this is going to get them going into mindfulness and being relaxed and having fun and just enjoying something different. So this is a really good set for that. It's about $20, so it's not much of an expense, and it makes a great gift. These are the colors that are included. As you can see, they are quite highly pigmented. They are quite beautiful, I must say, really. It has a really nice selection of very neutral colors and earthy tones and dark. The selection of blues is incredible. It has its purples, its reds, oranges, yellows, even white and black. So this is a really complete set in my opinion. The only thing that this one would be missing is the metallic colors, which they do have in a different set that they have put together, which includes metallic colors. So that's another option. It's really under $30, the other one, and I think it's a great way to give someone a little joy. So this is my first selection, so she can relax and make use of them as she wishes. This area right here, she can use for mixing, so this is quite convenient for this particular practice. Now that we're done with this one, I am sending this other one. Now, this other one, she does not know about it. She knows I'm sending the Mei Liang though. Let me just take it out of here because I placed it here because I wanted to go protected. So this is the way that I think it's going to be best protected. so I'm also sending her this one. This one is White Nights, and these are professional watercolors. I absolutely love them. Oh, I forgot. I need to clean this up for her. So as you can see, I have used this quite a lot. This set is 24 colors, and these are the colors that are included there. And I did a little swatch of them so she could see what they look like, because not always the color that we see here is the same color that we have over when we paint. So you cannot easily recognize which color is what, so it's very good to create your own swatch card. With that said, I took the liberty of doing her swatch cards so she can know exactly what's in the set. And also, I did want, and let me just change this because when I used it, now it's good. Okay. So now that she has a swatch card, she can know exactly what the colors look like on paper, and also she can move them around and then make her own swatch card depending on how she wants to do it. Yeah, let's go ahead and clean this for her now that we're together. So as I was saying, these colors are really, really good. And it's a shame to be lifting them up from here, but I really do want her to have something clean and new or almost new. So yeah, really beautiful colors, as you can see from the palette. That green is gorgeous, and that green is actually a mix, but it does show you the type of colors that you can get by mixing colors. And again, this is a 24 color set. It's quite extensive, and from here she can actually do really great mixes and start getting her juices going in terms of mixing these colors, because from 24 colors you can get quite a lot more. The sky is the limit when it comes to mixing. So okay, now this looks a lot better. Okay, so I am going to be sending her this one, as I mentioned, and hopefully she will have a blast, and she will see immediately the difference between an artist's watercolor set and a student grade or hobby grade watercolor set. I'm not saying this is not good, but the way this watercolors handle are incredible. Now, this one, as I said, for the price tag is just amazing, and it will do everything that these do, except that they have a lot more binder and such things. These ones are made for professionals. So this is the second set that I'm going to be sending her, and I am truly hoping that she's going to love them because I love them. There's one color here, the Mars Brown, that I am in total love with, and I haven't seen them sold separately or individually, and I think it's because of a ban that they have right now with Russia. It's really hard at the moment, but this is a really good color. I did find a Mars Browns from different brands, so I'm going to try those to see if they compare. If not, I'm going to have to wait until the ban with Russia is done and we can get again this color because it's quite beautiful. So that's up with this one. Let me know what you think of White Nights, and if you think that this is something that she's going to like. And I am going to place it back inside this FB Club case, because this is the case where the aluminum tin palette came in, and I think it's going to be safe in here. Okay, so Now, you're going to be thinking that I am sending too much, that I am going to overwhelm her. But I know that she's going to love and enjoy this. So I think that she's going to enjoy learning more about mixing colors. And that's why I am sending her the color mixing set by Da Vinci Watercolors. Now, this set is really convenient because it comes in tubes. And let me just show you that. Let me just bring out one of the colors. So there was enough here for me to separate a little bit of it in pans to keep for myself and give her the rest of it. And as you can see, it's still quite filled up. So she will have enough colors here to play around with mixing. And what's really good about this particular set, is that she has the 3 cool primary colors from this brand and 3 warm primary colors, which she can see the difference between warm and cool, and she can start safely mixing with these colors and learning about secondary and tertiary colors. And it's a ready set specifically for color mixing, and I think she will be wanting to learn how to start mixing her own colors and see how far she can go. So this is my third and last watercolor set. Da Vinci watercolors are also artist quality colors, so she has 2 artist quality sets and 1 for hobby, so she can, during her starting up time or period, she will be able to use the Maillon colors and feel free, unafraid to use these colors because they are so inexpensive, and then she will be able to move on to higher quality colors. Also, I think that this is something that must be said simply because she is someone that's going to be starting out with watercolors. And a lot of people who are starting out are afraid to use the watercolors that they have or the materials that they have in order not to waste them. These colors, all of them, no matter which one you have, they are made to be used. So don't be afraid. If you feel like it's going to be a really big struggle to get a hold of a new set after you're done with the one that you're using, then make a plan. Start preparing for the moment that the colors run out and you need to replace them. You do not have to buy the whole set again. Look at the colors that you are using most and replace only those. And I'm telling you, when you buy in tubes or even in pans, but the tubes are much better because you can fill that pan 4 times, even more sometimes. So it's going to be less expensive in the long run. So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes we buy these big sets and we only use just a fraction of it. So pay attention to the colors that you use the most. Those are going to be the ones with the little hole in it because you are using it so often. So be aware of the colors that you're using and why you use them the most, and the colors that you don't use at all. So you start eliminating those because a pan can last you for a very, very long time if you're using very, very little of one color. However, when you're using a few colors a lot more than others, those are going to go faster, and then you can only replace those ones. You don't need to rebuy a set. So don't be afraid to use the colors. The usage of your colors is going to tell you a lot of things. The colors that you like, the colors that you use the most, why you're using those in particular. It's going to tell you your personal color story, because when we use certain colors the most, it's because those are the colors that we feel more attracted to, or that our way of painting works better with those colors. So you might as well just start using your colors without any fear and looking at what you like, what you don't like, and which colors you will need to replace rather than be buying a second set of 24 colors when you're only using 4 or 5. And those then you buy separately and refill the pan. That is the beauty of watercolors as well. So in order for her to be able to paint, she will need paper. I will be sending the watercolor block by Layton, and this is a very thick and sturdy watercolor paper. It is 350 GSM and 160 pounds, and it is 100% cotton, and it is acid free, cold press, and 7 by 5 inches. And for those of you who use centimeters, this is 18 centimeters by 12.5 centimeters. And the reason why I want to send this one to her is because this is a very good sturdy paper. Also, the size is not that intimidating. It's small enough to carry you through one painting. The fact that it's in a block, it's gummed all around it except for one tiny area where you're going to lift it up, keeps the paper stretched while you're painting instead of buckling. And of course, it will buckle if you use too much water, but this one hardly buckles. And when you're done, it almost returns to its natural state. So I thought that experiencing 100% watercolor paper would be a good idea for her. And the fact that this one is strong enough to withstand a lot of water is also very good, because a lot of people do get discouraged when the paper starts buckling. That's not a big deal. All the papers buckle. This one in particular, because it's gummed all around and it's heavier than has a lot less buckling than others. But mainly this is the size is what got me to that, and I use it all the time. I just love small sizes because I can move from one painting to the next really easily, because this is not an overwhelming size when you go to a bigger size, which happened to me with the little birdhouses that I painted. And I did share that video. I got a little bit overwhelmed with a 9 by 12 size that was just too big. But yeah, this is a good size to go around and not feel so intimidated, and be able to finish something and look at it and get it placed in a little frame and decor your house. So the other thing that someone who's starting with watercolors will need is a sketchbook. And what I did was I have a few etcher sketchbooks, so I decided to give her this one. It's still wrapped. I can't open it for her or for you, because I want her to feel like she has to open things. This is an A5, 15 by 21 centimeters, or 5.9 by 8.3 inches. This is in a landscape format. It has 52 pages and they are acid free. They are also 100% cotton, and they are 230 GSM, which is quite good. Usually the paper that we get for watercolor, or the heavier paper that we get, is normally 300 GSM. So this one is just a tiny bit below, but it's quite a good paper. And this is a sketchbook. This is where she's going to be able to practice everything that she needs to practice with watercolors, her brushes, everything she can do in here. And she can also start painting here, because that's what sketchbooks are for. So this is the one I decided to send her. So let me know if you have an etcher book, and what you like or dislike about them. I am also sending frog tape. Oh my god, this tape, I cannot speak highly enough about it. The only problem is the size. It's a little bit large. I think it's 1 inch or almost an inch of tape thickness, I mean. So, uh, okay. So as you can see, yeah, it's almost an inch. Let me see exactly what it is. It's 0.94 inches by 60 yards, but this tape is miracle. It's absolutely amazing. It doesn't tear up your paper, and it's really the best one that I've been able to find so far. So I wanted to send this one to her so she doesn't have to go buy it. I am also sending her a few washi tapes now that we are talking about the frog tape, because second to best, I mean, I feel that the frog tape is possibly the best because you don't run out of it so quickly. Washi tape is really, really good, but it's not enough. Sometimes you run out of it trying to cover the edges of one single paper. So this is basically, for me, it's no good. But I do love them for other reasons. And so I want to send her some so she can try them, and then she can buy whatever her choice is going to be in the end. I am also sending her a knife for the watercolor block so she can separate the pages. I'm sending her 2 flat brushes. This is also an Artify 1/2 flat brush and a 3/8 flat brush by Artist Love. This is the brand by Michaels. The other one that I am sending is, that you have seen me use a lot in the channel, is Princeton Heritage. I'm sending a 12, which is rather, oh my god. Okay, so I'm sending a 12, which is a rather big brush. It has a really nice point as well. She can cover a lot of space with this type of a brush. I'm also sending, my god, okay. I am also sending a size 6 round brush because this one is rather convenient for any type of painting that you're doing. So she's going to be loving this one. And lastly, I am sending a size 2 for smaller details. I think this selection of brushes, they are all by Princeton Heritage, and these additional 2 flat brushes plus the one that I placed inside the Mei Liang set, which is still a smaller detail brush. It's a size 0 by Artify as well. With that selection of brushes, I think she's going to be perfectly fine. And then from there, if she wants a quill or a mop brush, she can just expand her brushes. But for now, I think these are going to work well for her. They are all synthetic hair, and I think she's going to be able to achieve a lot with these. That's that with the brushes. So I think that this package, it's going to be quite good for her. It's going to get her started, and hopefully we'll start seeing her making comments in the channel. I am so happy that she said yes when I told her that she could try watercolors. And I am really excited that she said yes, and that she will be experiencing the thrill of painting with watercolors as I have. And with that, I think I'm going to get this in a box and get myself ready to go to the post office. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out with the algorithm, and also lets me know whether or not you like the content that I am doing. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, take a moment to subscribe. So with that said, my friends, please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Be kind to one another. I will see you on the next video. Until then, bye.